How's it going, everybody? As I promised, I wanted to give you a run through my 2018 Phoenix 21 PHX bass boat. This is the boat that I use in the 24/7 series, the Bassmaster Elite series. And I'm gonna start on the outside, go through all the accessories, and then I'm gonna step inside and go through all my storage compartments, where I put my tackle, what tackle I put in there, and all the great benefits of a Phoenix. So stay tuned. So first, we got the Minn Kota Ultrex with the Bob's Machine Shop prop nut. This eliminates the sound of your prop, and it's an easy replacement if you need to change your prop out. Painted up cool, got the green color. We got the Bob's Machine Shop handle. It's very easy to grab. It's got the metal cable. You don't have to worry about this thing breaking, which is a big thing in tournaments. You want everything to be working properly. The Lowrance unit, the HDS 12, just one on the front. I like to keep my deck space, a little bit more open instead of having two up here. I have the Hydro Wave, especially around, schooling fish, deep water fish. Then on the inside of my front deck, I have the Rigid Industries A-Series lights. I've got 3 on each side, and I had to go with the green to match the wrap. These things are a must-have. We get up early, we're out late. It makes life so much easier to be able to see what's going on, and also having the Rigid Industry lights on the inside of the trailer makes life a lot easier when you're putting the boat on the trailer at night, and it looks great. We got the 8-foot power pole blades. Always have used power poles. I feel like they are the #1 shallow water anchor system out there. The mounts up front, the stomp mounts. Sneaking up on these fish, you gotta have these power pole blades. And then coming to the back of the boat, we got the Bob's Machine Shop action jack plate, which is just done up super cool, custom painted. Anybody can have this done. You just contact them. But the #1 thing I like about this jack plate is that it's super quick. When you're in shallow water, being able to jump up on pad in a hurry and trim this thing up and down is key. And this thing is, it'll go the full extension from bottom to the top in merely a couple seconds, which is exactly what you need to get out of them shallow water situations, or even when you're running down the lake to get that thing adjusted right to get the most speed out of my Phoenix. And then obviously, I got the 250 Mercury Pro XS Optimax, the only motor I've used since I've started fishing. I got the dual mounted Lowrance HDS units, the 212s right here at my console. This is my office. This is my eyeballs under the water to graph, dissect the lake, really figure things out. And you can't forget about the hull of your boat. I choose the Keel Shield by Gator Guards. It's a do-it-yourself keel guard, which works absolutely great. It fits well right next to the wings of my boat, and it keeps my boat protected from that shallow cover, that fishing shallow water, bouncing off the bottom. I can park it on a boat ramp. A true game changer for saving time and just being efficient. The one really great feature about these Phoenix boats is these new latches they have. Instead of a twist latch, you lift it straight up. That's it. You don't have to turn it, you don't have to twist it, nothing. You just lift straight up, boom, done. Super easy and convenient when you're out there on the water. Next, we're gonna step up inside the boat, my rod locker. This thing's got a massive front deck. It's got a great storage location for rods, and I actually take out the rod tree that's originally comes in here. I take it out so I can fit more rods in here, and as you can see, I think there may be over 30 to 40 rods stuffed in this compartment, and I like to take these placemats in here and basically set them in between all of my rods and reels to give them some cushion, keep them from getting torn up, and to keep your line from, rubbing all the handles and everything. A lot of storage for your rods. For extra storage, this compartment right here on the side of the boat is great for sticking spare rods. Usually in a tournament, I'm gonna have probably another 10 or 15 rods with no reels up in here. Just another great storage location that I haven't had on my other boats. And then we get into the Coffin Lid. This is something new to me. I wasn't used to is having one big giant storage location, and I've actually come to really, really love how this thing is set up. For me, I like to put bulk spools of line in because I hate to be out on the water and I need to re-spool something. I have all this stuff in here for practice. I put all of my boxes of tackle in this locker alone. Obviously, I put the rest of my soft plastics in here that I'm gonna be using for that week or wherever I'm fishing at. Typically I have a lot more soft plastic bags in here. I throw them all and organize them all in just a lot of Ziploc baggies. That's the easiest, most convenient way for me to be able to see what's in the bag. And if they get old, you just get another Ziploc baggie. I love these side containers that can come out. Really, really love these because you put baits that you've been using, you throw them in these side compartments. You put terminal tackle that you're using for that day that you need a new hook, you need bobber stops or weights, put them on that side. Really convenient, all set up for a tournament angler. I put all my baits down here in the corners that I'm using for that day or week. When the tournament comes around, I like to take a lot of stuff out of my boat. So all of this line, and any soft plastics that I'm not using, it all goes out and I throw it all into a tote basically for the week. So I get rid of a lot of this stuff. I don't believe in carrying a lot of stuff around during the tournament if you're not going to use it. So I will literally, the night before the tournament, go through and take out all this line, all my plastics that I'm not using, even the boxes that I feel like I won't need. I take all that out, less weight in the boat, and it gives me more space to be organized and ready for the tournament. Next, we got the other storage locker up here up front that I keep my helmet in, my life jacket, and of course my Field and Stream rain gear. Always got to have that. Any dry things, or maybe my line bag, my smaller line bag that I use for tournaments. And next is this little side compartment, and a lot of people use this, stow plastics right here in the top, this container you can pull straight out, but what I like to use it for is my trash. And I felt that it was a real need to have a trash can on my boat. I like to somewhat stay organized, so it's always nice to have a place to throw old wrappers, old plastic bags, whatever. And I take this out at the gas station, throw it away. Underneath there, I got extra gallon baggies if I need to reorganize some stuff. I got spare reels, some brand new terminal tackle, hooks, different sized hooks, all that stuff in a gallon baggie, and some new baits, like some stuff that I think I may be using that week. And then the step is actually a cooler, which you always want to have a cooler when you're out there on the water. Next to that, I like to keep my pins in. And then the next compartment, I put some tools that I might use more often than others. Next is this space right next to the seat that I absolutely love. Probably one of my favorite features of this boat is having this spot here right next to you. I put my scale in here. I got a dry box for my phone. I got a rope, all of my sunglass cases and sunglasses, spare buffs. I got my Rigid Industries flashlight, cell phone charger, some liquid to help keep my units clean. I store all that stuff in here. Super easy to get to and convenient having that stuff right next to you. In this compartment, I usually have a spare prop sitting here along with a jump pack. I always believe to have some sort of jump pack with you when you're out there on the water. You never know. Pay off tenfold to have this thing if something was to happen. And then obviously I gotta have my G-juice to keep my fish alive and well all day, and obviously my call bean. On the other side, I have my toolbox with all the tools that I need. It's not too many, but just enough to fix some things on the water. And then I have a set of jumper cables, just another backup to help get that motor fired up if the battery was to go bad. After that, we go to the back of the boat. I got a spare trolling motor prop, weigh-in bag, just in case something happens. You're able to put your fish in that weigh-in bag, jump in someone else's boat. Got some bungee straps, just in case. You never know what's gonna happen out there. On the other side, I got a scrub brush and a minnow net, and all that's for is for my live wells, to keep them cleaned out. Last but not least is the live wells. And I know I get a lot of questions about why I have pool noodles in my live well, and that is because it's to protect the fish for when they bounce and hit the underside of that lip. They got a cushion there. It's always important to have your live wells completely filled up as much as you can. Try to make their home as comfy as can be. But I really love these Phoenix live wells. They're deep, they hold a lot of water, and they're just a great working system. Haven't had any issues with keeping fish alive or anything like that. So always a great thing to have when you're definitely fishing tournaments. Over the years, I've owned a couple different brands of boats, and I've rode in nearly all of them. And to be truthful, this is by far my favorite boat overall. It has everything that a tournament angler needs. It was designed by tournament anglers, and everything is very simple, yet where it needs to be. And if you ask anybody that owns a Phoenix, they'll tell you the same thing. And it has all the attributes that you need to go win a tournament. It goes fast, it has all the space that you need, all the convenience, and I haven't had any issues with it. And that's a big deal too. You gotta have reliability. So, you know, for me, moving forward, I would love to have another Phoenix, and I really look forward to getting in one next year.